been subscribing to us on YouTube. Help us to grow the platform, and we really appreciate each and every one of you for being part of our journey so far, and that there's still a lot more to do. And with your support, we will get to the places we need to get to. We want to go and see places in Burkina Faso. I would love to go to Burkina Faso. I want to go to Mali and Niger this year. We need to make sure that our people, um, we get the true benefit of our resources. And what we can do is to support great men like Ibrahim Traore, Asimigota General Chiani. These are great men who are working assiduously for Africans to begin to benefit from African resources. And some of the puppet leaders there, they can't fail, but they cannot help but begin to start looking at what is happening in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, and they start thinking, well, maybe I should start doing something. That's a good thing. Um, but briefly, I just wanted to just say, as far as Ibrahim Traore is concerned, 4th of August came and went, and they've tried all the nonsense. He's still standing strong. We stand with Ibrahim Traore, and like in every part of Africa now, no country on the African continent must allow any religion, any foreign religion, Christianity or Islam, to dominate its own thinking. No country on the African continent must allow any religion, any foreign religion, Islam or Christianity, to dominate the thinking of the people, because it is a danger to the development of many African countries, as you've seen. These religions, they're designed purely to cause death and destruction, poverty, inertia, all of these things. I will come and talk more about that, but it is really important that we support Ibrahim Traore, continue to espouse the great work he's doing, continue to make sure that leaders emulate what he's doing right across Africa. We must not hold back, not one iota. We must go all out. We must go all out and support him. He needs our support. I need your support. As you're watching, please subscribe to me on YouTube. Help us with more people. Give us a thumbs up. I am really grateful for you coming and joining our discussion. Briefly, this Gumi thing is still going, and I'm so glad he gave Ibrahim Traore gave a reply. Ibrahim Traore said, "Let me give you the exact words. Give me 1 second. I'm going to just give you the exact words because I want to be precise about when I'm saying this." Because he said he gave a reply to Gumi, and the reply was something like, "You come to." The words like, "You come to Burkina Faso and tell the people, the words that you just said," something like that. But I will give you the exact words. Just give me a minute. And I think it is worth stating that, because we need leaders who are committed. I mean, this is what is amazing with Ibrahim Traore was that he is in the religion of Islam, but he speaks up against what is clearly wrong. This Wahhabism is destructive, it's damaging, and it is designed to actually twist the mind of Africans. And we should have nothing if we understand the impact of what religion has been doing for I don't even know how long to African minds. We would not tolerate it in one iota, and not just Islam, Christianity as well. They are both as bad. Let me just quickly get that word for you. I want to read word for word what he said, and then we can go from there. Let me just quickly 1 second. I hope you like my my attire. Let me know what you think about that. I'm an African, and I want to sort of represent. I do wear this, and of course, then I go with my traditional Yoruba specific. But this is something that really says who I am and my pride in my African or my Alkebulan origin. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Marvel. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me just I want to read that, because I think it's very important to state this, because when you are hearing the nonsense spewed by by so-called clerics. The clerics, they should be playing no part in our governance. They should be playing zero part in our governance. Now it says here. So Ibrahim Traore said to Gumi, he said, come to Ouagadougou, face the people, call me a small boy, and tell them you know what is best for their future. That is his reply to Gumi. And we really support that. So the words that he said to Gumi, who is a cleric in Nigeria, and as we know, yes, exactly. It's always a good thing, Jerry Kofi. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, I appreciate it. It is. So he said to him, come to Ouagadougou, face the people, call me a small boy, and tell them you know what is best for their future. This is what we mean. Religion, we've allowed religion, those religions of the colonials, to influence, to negatively impact the people, to impoverish us in our land. We cannot accept this. We must dictate what happens on our continent. Nobody else has the right. We must no longer allow anybody to dictate to us what our thought process will be. And they're using these religions of Islam and Christianity to control our minds and thereby controlling our very existence. It's by no accident. People have to understand when I say this, and I say this emphatically. The 12 months of the year that is being used in Africa, it literally damaged the African calendar, which is 13 months. It ripped it apart. In my culture, we have 4 days a week, and we follow it, and it tallies into 28 days a year in Yoruba culture. The same thing with the Dogon Empire. I'm speaking as an Oyo Empire person. So the religion told us, twisted our days into, instead of 28 days in the year, we're having 28 days in the month, which would equate to 13 months in a year. We now have only 12 months of the year. And this is a way to mess with us. If you don't, why do you have to impose your ways on people who have done you nothing, who have left you be, who are living their lives? And this is what I mean. So when people think, Christianity is quite no, it is not harmless. It has done untold damage. When you change the month of the year affects our women because they follow the 28-day cycle and all of that. You messed it up when you squeeze into 12 months. So the cycle is going to be off every single time. And that's not only that, the seasons and everything else that we're used to is messed up. It's to put us out of kilter with the world around us. These are what the religions are doing. They are psychologically destabilizing us so that they can dominate and control us on our continent. And it's time we say no. And we salute, again, I salute Ibrahim Traore. And of course, no doubt, I'm sure that the others, Asimi Gota, General Chani, they're not far behind. They are following, and they're making sure that they are speaking for their people. And the courage, I want us to salute the courage of Ibrahim Traore, because he is in Islam, and yet he saw what Islam has been doing in places like Nigeria, and he says, I don't want that for my people. Right now in Nigeria, Islam is destroying the country because of Abubakar Gumi. Gumi's father went to was enticed by the Wahhabists in Saudi Arabia, and he said, okay, bring in this religion, they will give you money, go. And he translated the Quran into Hausa. Gumi's dad, the man who's now telling Ibrahim Traore, oh no, you're a small boy, you are naive. No religion should have any power over the thought process of Africans. No foreign religion. We need to reject it, and we need leaders. We should be supporting Ibrahim Traore 1000% on this. There should be no quarters given on this, not even an inch. We need to support this man. We need to be speaking. We need to be his eyes and ears, and we need to bring his word out to the world and be 100% behind him. just like I'm doing on other platforms. So we salute it, the work he's doing. The other thing I wanted to mention, I also saw he's also brought in African uniform that is completely, a breakaway from the uniform of the West. And I'll share the pictures. I quite like that, and I will come and talk about that. The only for time purposes, if not, I would do more. I would talk more now. Thank you very much for those of you who are giving us a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Help us grow the platform. But like I said, I just wanted to let me just read a bit more about this, how the repost. It says here, come to Ouagadougou, face the people, call me a small boy and tell them you know what is best for their future. Captain Ibrahim Traore replied Sheikh Gumi. Dear Sheikh Gumi, every person has a right to interpret Islam according to their understanding. But when that interpretation begins to shape the future of another nation, it is the people of that nation who must decide whether it serves their interests. Okay, Burkina Faso is fighting for survival, dignity, and self-reliance. Our children deserve a future where faith and knowledge work together, where prayers strengthen our resolve, and science, technology, and education and innovation build the nation they will inherit. Wisdom is not measured by age. A man may grow old and still fail to understand the demands of his time. If you truly believe your vision is better for Burkina Faso than the path chosen by its people, then come to the streets of Ouagadougou. Stand before the citizens and tell them that I am only a young soldier and that you know what is best for their future. In the end, it is not speeches that will decide Burkina Faso's destiny. It is the courage, sacrifice, and determination of its people to defend their homeland and build a nation that stands on its own feet. May history judge us by what we built, not merely by what we preached. Salute. Just in the words I just read, just look at the vision that this man brings. Just look at the vision. Wow. Wow. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to end this podcast. Have a listen back. Listen back to it. Please subscribe to Citizen Network. Thank you so very much. We're over 6,900 now. We're close to 7,000 subscribers. With your help, we can get there. We can get to 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 and beyond. And we need that support. But like I said, just listen to the words. I'm going to read that the words again, just for those who are going to join me now. These are the words of Ibrahim Traore to Sheikh Gumi. He said, every person has a right to interpret Islam according to their understanding. But when that interpretation begins to shape the future of another nation, it is the people of that nation who must decide whether it serves their interest. Burkina Faso is fighting for survival, dignity, and self-reliance. Our children deserve a future where wisdom is not measured by age. A man may grow old and still fail to understand the demands of his time. If you truly believe your vision is better for Burkina Faso than the path chosen by its people, then come to the streets of Ouagadougou. Stand before the citizens and tell them that I am only a young soldier and that you know what is best for their future. In the end, it is not speeches that will decide Burkina Faso's destiny. It is the courage, sacrifice, and determination of the people to defend their homeland and build a nation that stands on its own feet. May history judge us by what we built, not merely what we preached. Fantastic. What are your thoughts on that? Listen, I thank you so very, very much. I am so grateful for you joining me. Please continue to share the broadcast. Subscribe to us. I really do appreciate you. This is where I'll end the broadcast. But leave your thoughts and comments on what I just read about Ibrahim Traore. I'll be back later on. Thank you and bye for now. Bye for now.